shake hands. Oh, this girl, I'm in trouble today.
That's so correct.
Hi, my name is Mercy Johnson Okoje, wife to a fine boy called Aldi and mother to 3 lovely children. Now, this is my kitchen and you're welcome to Mercy's menu, where we cook, we eat, and we talk. Our food is sweet, but the conversation sweeter. Okay, so today we are making plantain and peppered sauce. Plantain is rich in iron, fiber, extremely good for you. And for the plantain sauce, we have already our ingredients lined up here. We have our smoked fish, we have our crayfish, we have our tomato, we have our pepper, we have our oil, we have our seasoning, we have the green pepper, we have our salt to taste, and we have our ripe plantain, which is the source of iron and fiber. Heroes come and go, legends are forever. And if the legends fall silent, who will teach our children our ways? This particular legend hasn't fallen silent. She's here to teach us our ways. And I have Liz Ameye in my kitchen, popularly known as Liz Benson.
Gorgeous Mercy.
So
Beautiful
nice
and
to
pretty
see
as
you,
ever.
Liz. Honestly, my hands are still shaking.
Better keep those hands steady because you're going to have to cook something.
Yes, and let me tell you what I have in the kitchen today. I have plantain and
Okay.
pepper sauce. So you are an epitome of everything. I mean, I think the dictionary meaning of being a woman, they will just have to put your name underneath, Liz Ameye, because you represent it all, like it all.
Oh, Bessie. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'm glad to be here.
Same here. I'm so glad to have you. So we're making the plantain, which is rich in iron and fiber.
Okay, which is
And
very good.
Good,
Yes.
you know, for the body.
Iron, fiber, very good.
But we're going to be eating this separately, like it's going to come like boiled plantain separately with sauce. That's why we have the dry fish, the tomato, the pepper, and all of that. So basically, it's extremely easy. Just put in the plantain in the fire with the hot water, you know, sprinkle it. Some people like to put salt in their plantain, boil it separately and have it out. And then with the sauce, you blend the tomato and the pepper, you put in your seasoning, with the green pepper blended into it, and then the dry fish, you fry them all together. That's what comes about.
To make the sauce.
The sauce, yes. So while
Can't
everybody
wait.
at home, while they are all preparing to join us, you know, on the menu, on what we're having, I want to ask, where have you been?
I've been here.
In our faces, in
Waiting
my
for
face.
you. I've been around. Still doing the work of God and still acting once in a while when I get the chance to.
Angeli, how hard is it? Or do you regret ever leaving the movie scene for the pastoral scene?
Oh, no, not at all. Not at all. And listen, viewers at home, I love you so much. But you know, what I'm giving out now is something that is not just going to be here, but something that's going to be for a lifetime. You know, so I feel even much more fulfilled being able to do that, being able to answer the call of God, and also finding time because He has equipped me with that which to preach the gospel.
Okay, Auntie Liz. Now, one very prominent question has been on my mind.
Yes.
And every time I think of that question, the only name that comes to my head is you. You have been married for long. You are an experienced mother, you're a teacher, you're a mentor in every way. At what point in marriage would you say, walk away, it's enough? At what point?
In marriage, walk away, it's enough. You would have to take into cognizance what had been before the marriage. That is the sort of events that had unfolded itself before the marriage. And when you add it up to where you are at that marriage and it's still not is not showing positive sign. That's a good sign. I think you would have to call it a day. And someone will say, why is she talking like that? I mean, marriage should be for better, for worse. Yes, for better, for worse. But when certain things come into play, violence that cannot be cultured, violence that cannot be stopped, then I think it is better to get out and stay somewhere, be alive, than to be in there and lose your life.
There's been a huge rate of divorce, not just in the industry, but in every scene. I've been married 8 years, which is not even close to you, and for me, it's extremely challenging. No matter how nice you both are, or how well you understand yourselves, there are still lots of challenges that creep in at one point, or the other. For brides or for those who are wedded like us who are coming up, what is that strong advice you can give to us? What can preserve that home? When you don't suffer a case of domestic violence, when it's just a normal husband and wife scuffle, what is that strong advice that you can give to us to hold us on?
Something I always say is, there is no perfect couple, no perfect husband, no perfect wife. What you do is come together and work at it. You work at the relationship in the marriage. If I tell people, if you can work at other things and other areas of your life, your marriage also, as a couple, you should put in time, put in effort to work something good out of it. Because most times you don't, if you're having problems in business or in your job, you just don't quit because it gets tougher or it gets bad or it goes really, really awry. What you do is you work something out. It's the same thing. Relationships such as that in marriage are not something you can just throw out. You need to work at it.
One more question before I get the plantain into the fire.
Okay.
If peradventure I catch Odiano Seokoje, my husband, with a side chick, a girl, if I move out, is that okay?
Allow me to say, God forbid.
Yes. God forbid.
No. If you catch your spouse committing something, like you said, I think they call it side chicks now.
Yes.
Okay.
They have a title.
Yeah. The answer or the next step is not to be out of it, but you're going to draw that power that is inside of you and treat it in a more wise way, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually.
You hear that? Because I know mommy said that when she came here, there's no way she's leaving her house for anybody to move into. So even when I get him doing the wrong thing, we will work on it.
You work on it.
Because this plantain has already started wanting me to take my time.
And he wants you to work on it.
Yeah. So I'm going to get my hands washed and get the plantain into fire.
Your hands are washed, so you do that.
Yes. So it's in. Some people like to sprinkle salt into their plantain. Others just like it the way it is, just get it in there the way it is. And then for the sauce, we already have the tomato and the pepper blended, already. We just put that there as a sample of what the spice or what the ingredients you need to prepare this is about. Okay. The dry fish, some people use smoked fish, some people use dry fish. Usually I use in either of them. With this one, I soak it into hot water, sprinkle a little bit of salt into it, and then I, open them, take out the bones because of my kids. Get out all of the bones and then get them on the bowl. You have your groundnut oil into the fry pan. You fry the tomato and the pepper sauce. Put in all of your sauce, your seasoning, salt to taste. The fish goes in last. You can add a little bit of water if you want, and then you cover it. And that way, the sauce is ready. Good?
Can't wait to eat it.
Can't wait, right? I'm said I'm going to impress you.
Thank you.
So, Auntie Liz,
yes,
I have a 5-year-old. She'll soon be 6. And for me, whenever, sex education for me, educating her on where anybody shouldn't touch or what you shouldn't do, I get kind of embarrassed, I get laid back. How is the most comfortable way to educate her and say, if somebody does this, is wrong. If somebody does that, is wrong. You know, particularly like when she comes back from school and she tells, Mommy, this thing happened in my school. Sometimes, and I get so embarrassed to discuss it. What would you say to upcoming moms out there on the most convenient way to educate your children on such issues? Because we have a lot of rape issues, you know, allegations around, you know, the world these days is shocking.
The 5-year-old,
My daughter.
yeah, daughter, a girl child.
Yes.
You have to make the child comfortable first with you. You always have to try to ask, oh, how are you today? You're fine. Did you sleep well? If the child, you have to watch the mood of the child. Find out if the child is in any particular mood, if it's a very, you know, feisty or up and doing child and the child is calm suddenly, you need to find out, how are you doing? Why are you this quiet? Why are you this calm? You know, oh, come to mommy. How was school today? How was your teacher? Did you make any friends today? You know, so get the child to be comfortable with you. Have a relationship with your child. From even when the child is a baby, you can start talking to your child, speaking to your child. I tell people, I said, even from the things that you put on your television for children to watch now, they can develop another side of them. So you get comfortable. You make sure you establish a presence, your presence in the life of that child. And from there on, you can begin to speak concerning those things that is very needful. Like the sex education. Before we used to say, okay, let's leave it till they are
Your
teens
age.
and all that. But we live in a world that is getting so close to destruction nowadays. So, I mean, like recently you heard the story of, it was all over, the story of the young 35-year-old man who raped a 3-year-old.
Yes.
Very, very
Shameful.
shameful. Very appalling. And so you need to begin to educate the girl child from even 3, once a child can speak. And then, you know, when you're having that relationship, not just the bonding, you're having that relationship, you will have to take note of the body of the child. Take note of the body of the child. So with all that, you can begin to ask questions. Oh, did somebody do that? And he says, yes, so someone pushed me, someone did that. He said, come, if anybody touches you, if any uncle carries you and is trying to touch you one area or the other, let me know. I said,
Like with a smile.
Yes, mommy. Or if the child will ask, these children are very intelligent nowadays, they will ask you, mommy, touch me. Why would you also want to touch me here? Why will you touch me there? It's not for you to ask questions. Just tell me.
Whenever
Even
it
if you are
happens.
feeling good with it, tell me. You understand? I say, okay, mommy. And so once the child knows that, he can always banter, you know,
And
have
talk
that-
freely with me.
Talk freely with you. Honestly speaking, that child will become fearless. Why do I say fearless? The child will be able to, even if an uncle tries to do anything and he tells you, if you tell your mommy, I'll kill you. No, the child knows that,
Mommy won't kill me. You won't kill me
no,
or
you
something.
cannot kill me because I have mommy. You don't know my mommy. My mommy knows everything. My mommy is always interested in me. My mommy will find out if I have a scar on my backside. My mommy will find out because my mom and I are that close. So not just close in speaking. You know, we need to find time. Find time to take care of the kids.
That's the word.
Find time.
Parents need
not
to have
just
time.
even the girl child, even the male child.
Because the abuse is both ways now.
The abuse is both ways now.
So, just before, because our plantain is almost ready, just before we go in for tasting, I want to know, Auntie Liz, are you a feminist?
I am not. I'm sorry to say, I am not. I just believe in the woman that I am, that God has made me to be. I believe I have an inner strength. I have an inner mental ability that the other does not have. And so I build on it. I live with it. And I progress in it. Just be who God has called you to, made you to be. And you won't need the words feminism or feminist. You won't need it. And you will see a lot of things just lay out there, you know, open up for you.
Ah, God, this is so refreshing. Okay, so because our sauce has already been pre-made, we have our sauce already ready. Our plantain is almost ready. It's time for tasting. We'll be back with more questions for Auntie Liz while we're tasting. Our meal is ready and it's time to taste. You know, my mother needs to know if I'm a good cook or not, right?
This is, I mean, listen, viewers, this smells so nice, so wonderful. And I'm sure the taste is going to be just the same. The plantain is looking good. I can't wait.
Thank you.
Can we dig into it?
Yes, certainly. Pepper is just there, like, out there. This is the point when you touch my head and say, may the Holy Spirit
You
bless
are, bless you, child. You are a chef
Thank you.
in your own way. Please, this is wonderful.
So nice.
Yeah.
Auntie Liz, now, in marriage, women sacrifice so much in marriage.
Yes, we do.
You know, even when they don't want to admit it, financially, otherwise, in every way, emotionally, women always sacrifice so much. It's unbelievable. Now, that sacrifice, yes, I do not agree that you should override him because of that. Do you think, some people say, oh, you are foolish for doing that, you shouldn't be doing that. Do you think that is wise? Or is it a crime for a woman to sacrifice so much into a relationship that she intends to be long-term and she intends for it to work?
It is not unwise. The Bible has already made it clear on that, that a wise woman builded her house and the fool, tears it down. Of course, when you go back to Genesis, we are the helpmeets. Helpmeets. We meet up with the needs of the man, the needs of the family, the needs of the home in general. So it's not an unwise thing. It's only that sometimes we feel underappreciated. But there are other ways in which we can also, put that forth, and so that, we can balance it and say, okay, you know what, I've expressed myself. I don't think you appreciate me. You appreciate what I'm doing. And with God's help, we will get at that place where we can be more appreciated by our spouse. God bless you, my sweet.
Thank you so much.
Mercy. Thank you for the meal.
Oh, yes.
I
haven't
wish we were
finished
here
it.
to enjoy it, to finish with us, but don't worry.
So
It is
before
well.
we finish our meal,
Okay.
I have a gift for you
Wow.
from Mr. Chef.
Ooh.
Thank you so much. You're an inspiration. We love you. You are a living legend, an example that every woman should emulate. And please don't stop teaching us. Don't.
Thank you so much.
And
Thank
because I love you so much again, I have another special gift for you.
Wow.
But we have to, drive out to see that gift. So let's finish our food before we go.
Ooh, okay. All right. Thank you so very much. And thank you,
Anytime.
Mr. Chef.
We had Miss Benson in the house. She has like daughters my age,